Good morning and welcome back to Question and Research. Yesterday I introduced myself. My name is Elaine and I'm from Chicago, the South Side. And this is just a series of me introducing myself, why I want to do a YouTube channel as well as gaining followers on Instagram. So today we're going to talk about how I became interested in information. So this was about 10 years ago. I moved back to Chicago from Iowa City, Iowa, and I did graduate from the University of Iowa with an English degree with a minor in mass communications. So I moved back, and around 2010, this was the time when it was really hard to get a job and everything, and I was up there looking. And I was just networking. They say your network, you got to net. If you're not working, you're not networking. So I got in contact with a couple of people. My brother helped me out, and I did that, and they told me about the Cyber-Navigator program at the Chicago Public Library. So it was about a good bunch, a nice chunk, a nice amount of them in the system, throughout the Chicago Public Library system. Now, I wasn't hired by the city. This program was sponsored by foundations like Bill and Melinda Gates, Bank of America, or like the Blackhawks. They had like Chicago Blackhawks, they had like a foundation. So that's how we received our payment. So it was part-time. I didn't really want part-time. I wanted full-time, but I just took it. So I stayed there about 5.5 years. I was in the meantime still looking for jobs and so I can be gainfully employed and not just working part-time. So what I learned, I was like, well, you always on the internet, you know how to search for things, you read a lot of articles on the internet. So this should be a job that you can do. So I met with the person who was doing all the hiring, and he hired me. He hired a lot of college students, a lot of people that was out of college and everything. So that was really good. So we had a training, and I got hired at the beginning of 2010, and I did that. So the purpose of the Cyber-Navigator position throughout the 80 libraries that we do have in the city of Chicago was to help patrons and assist people with the digital divide, as well as having a library presence, because some people have a library in their neighborhood and they don't go. In my case, it was very present, very known. um, People will go there just to get about everything. I mean, when I say everything, help. Like if they were in an abusive relationship, they went there, had us call the police. I mean, we were like the one-stop shop for everything. So the purpose of me being in Inglewood, helping people at the Kelly branch, I was helping assist people to understand why technology is important. One, you need an email. I used to tell them email was the new phone number. People were looking for positions at jobs. They didn't understand why they could not just go to the company and get a paper application. I said it's much easier just to get up, go to your neighborhood library and fill out an application instead of you paying for car fare or transportation on Chicago Transit Authority, going to that place and you filling out one application and you doing all that. You can come here, get a session for an hour or 2 hours and fill out like 3 applications or 4 applications and get that established. I had to explain why the email was important in order for you to be in their portal, their database, that you need to have an email to register. They didn't understand that. Well, I don't want to fill out the application. Then they won't be able to have a way to contact you. And I also told them a lot of employers contact you through your email for a job interview. I was getting job interviews through email. I was telling them that. So I had to really sell myself and sell the component of technology and how it worked. I was like, wouldn't you rather fill out 3 applications in 2 hours versus going one place, spending two and $3, $6 to go back and forth and then come home? She said that's exhausting. You got to use your energy at its heightened productivity. So they it took a while to convince they, and then it was also a learning curve how to navigate the internet. So I had to show them how to navigate the internet. Some people were very frustrated, some people were not. They just, it's just like it was a curve for them they didn't understand. So it was explained to me for this particular branch, people come there for pretty much everything. And the library is just not for books either. So people had that, librarians, reference people, they had programming there for children. They had a children's librarian who would do projects. They would bring in people from zoos or some type of conservatory to bring in animals to show you different types of animals, everything. So the library was like a community hub for people to come in to learn and understand things. With me, I help people do an email, I help them do a resume, I help them do a cover letter. I also help an individual do write a letter to her school, to her son's school, because he was being bullied. We sat down and brainstormed. I did a lot of those things, help people fill out job applications. If they needed some help, I helped them craft it. I did all those things. And we were basically trying to get people introduced to technology, because in that neighborhood, the medium income was like 30,000. It wasn't a lot of money. So after you pay all your bills, where's your internet service? It's hard for you to get internet services. So the library was the place to be. So that's another reason why, how I became interested in not technology, but information funneled through technology by way of the internet. So I understood the importance and value of the internet and email, and knowing how to type, knowing how to search the web, understanding this is how an application is filled out. So as you will see, tomorrow I'll be talking a little bit more about the digital divide, the demographics, about Inglewood, like some numbers, some hard numbers of statistics who lived in and inhabited the place of Inglewood. So thank you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell notification. Make sure you follow me on this channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and comment, like, and also I'm welcome to feedback, um, and share your personal thoughts and opinions. Thank you and have a great day.